My name is Robyn Miller, and we're kind of in the entryway of Cyan. It's the company we started almost 30 years ago, which is amazing. We're probably best known for the games Myst and Riven. We did some things before that, kind of led into that, but they were all based around this idea of exploring really amazing worlds, rather than shooting things up or leveling. Myst was one of those really interesting experiments for us, where we get to build a product that didn't fit everyone's idea of what a game was. It plopped you on an island. You had no idea why you were there, what you were doing, and you had to discover your place in that story. It resonated with people. It surprised us how much it resonated with people. It was a great success, and it was a learning experience, great fun for us. So, what have we been doing for the last few years? We've been making our older games available, but we've also been churning on a lot of ideas of where we could go and what we could do. We've taken some to publishers, and they're not always met with enthusiasm by the publishers. The publishers kind of have a lot of times something in mind or a track they're on, and what we do is a little bit different than that. Lately, a lot of you have been asking about, frankly, about Kickstarter. So here we are. It's taken us a while because we didn't want to do this lightly. We wanted to make sure we thought this out and did the right thing for a Kickstarter. But the theme that seems to come through from what we're hearing is why don't you do what you do well? Now, it just so happens that it is something that I think you guys are really interested in, and so Kickstarter seems to be the most obvious way to get this done. Now, let me explain what it is we'd like to do. It would be easy for us to just do a Myst sequel, but maybe not as satisfying as taking a new, fresh look at how can we give the experience? How can we build a spiritual successor to the experience that Myst provided without necessarily tying ourselves to that same precise storyline? And that's where we want to go. The project right now is called Obduction. That's with an O. And the idea, the simple idea, is that what happens to a person who's abducted, who's taken to a new place? You can see where this ties with the idea of being plopped into a situation and not knowing why you're there or what went on before you, but you become part of the story. That's the same idea that we're doing with Obduction. You are taken, you're placed in a situation. It just happens to be a faraway place, a faraway planet. In the middle of this bizarre landscape, you find a farmhouse with a white picket fence. Not what you'd expect. And there are many other different things, because you're not the only one who's been abducted. So the idea behind Obduction is really to provide that same experience you had when you landed on the dock on Myst-Teilen, that same feeling when you touched down and said, why am I here? What am I doing? And you just set out to explore. So here we are in Kickstarter, and you guys know how this works. Check out everything down there to see where the tiers are and the rewards are and where you want to participate. Ask questions. We're happy to answer questions, not game related, because we want to keep you surprised, and we don't want to blow some of those secrets that we have waiting for you. Now, for the amount we've asked, we're going to make an amazing game. But as you know, the more game there is, the more environment there is, the more there is to explore, the more satisfied you might be. So help us by taking a look at the stretch goals as well. We want to make something phenomenal, and that's up to you. We really, really need your help to make this bigger and better. We've got a team of people. We obviously have worked on things with various incredibly talented people over the years, and we've got a lot of people ready to go, but it's not going to happen without you. And the exciting part is that it will happen with you. So please help us. Thank you so much for even giving this opportunity. Thanks for your initial feedback that kind of encouraged us to do this. It's exciting to have such a community that says, hey, we want something new and fresh from Cyan. We're ready to provide that. Let's get on board and do this together. Thanks.